I'm very proud of this field and what it means to this university being an ag school. But I think I feel the most proud when somebody comes up to me and they're like, that's an artificial field, right? I'm like, no, that's natural grass. This field is seen by millions of people 7 times a year. We have some of the best athletes in college football that come to play here. I want them to be able to play on the most safe and consistent surface possible, and to be able to do that and be responsible for that is really special to me.
It's a week-long process for us to lay out and paint Kyle Field for the very first game of the year. The logos that you see, those aren't there. None of the markings that you see on that field are there prior to the season. So we build it into the football field as you see it on a game day. Every single week that we have a game, we're putting 130 plus gallons of paint on that field that most people, you don't really think about it until you put it into quantities like that, and then people are like, oh wow, that's a lot.
So natural turf grass does what's called evapotranspiration, so it releases water. So vice versa, synthetic turf does not do that. And when we have a summer like we did in Texas this year, we can have anywhere from an 80 to 90 degree surface temperature difference. So I would expect the surface temperature of a synthetic turf field to be anywhere from 160 to 170 degrees, whereas the surface temperature for a natural grass field will probably be between 100 and 110.
I mean, football is a violent sport. For us, we're always watching the feet work of the athletes. So, a lot of people will watch the game as a whole. I, a lot of times, watch how their foot's interacting with the surface. Is a running back able to make a hard cut, back going from his right, make a hard cut back to his left, and the turf holds up. We want the grass to actually divot. Once it gets to a certain workload, we want the grass to give away before the player's ACL gives away.
I look for it to be green on game day. Everybody wants it to be pretty. Everybody comes in, they come down the stairs and they're looking at the field and they're like, wow, that thing's green, it's painted well. During warm-ups, I'm looking for when players are repeatedly planting their foot and going whatever direction they want to go. A lot of that is what I'm looking at as far as playability, and if they interact in a way that I see is good, then I feel like I've done my job.
The partnership with my program in Texas A&M Athletics is, first of all, we share students and we try to teach and train up-and-coming turfgrass managers. So having Texas A&M Athletics here locally, it's nice to be able to send students over there to gain hands-on experience working on Kyle Field. They allow me to pitch ideas to them about testing devices, and I can take those devices over there and test them before I actually use them in my research.
A lot of people ask me, how do I get my lawn to look like that? And I said, well, spend about 80 hours a week on it. I want the fan to go home and understand that there's a group that's behind the scenes doing this week in, week out. They're extremely passionate about what they're doing. They're talented, they're hardworking. They bleed maroon and white, just like the fans do. And so it's just one small factor, one small piece of that entire Aggie game day experience.